Now, more than 5 million people in Australia's second biggest city of Melbourne were ordered into a snap week-long lockdown on Thursday, this over another coronavirus outbreak in the city. Acting State Premier James Merlino said that stay-at-home orders will apply to Melbourne and surrounding Victoria State from midnight for 7 days, as the cluster doubled to 26 cases. Merlino said that the infections are being caused by a highly infectious strain of the virus. The variant detected, which has resulted in the surge, is known as B1617, which has spread widely in India.
11:59 p.m. tonight, Victoria will enter a 7-day circuit breaker lockdown, and these restrictions will be in place until 11:59 on Thursday, the 3rd of June. In the last day, we've seen 12 linked new cases, bringing the total number of cases linked to the hotel quarantine breach in South Australia to 26. In the last day, we've seen more evidence that we're dealing with a highly infectious strain of the virus, a variant of concern which is running faster than we have ever recorded.
Meanwhile, Australian PM Scott Morrison said that the circuit breaker will be pivotal in curbing the spread of the virus.
7 days in Victoria will be very challenging. And of course, we are very mindful of the distress and the difficulty that this will impose upon people right across Victoria as a result of what is being described, rightly I think, by the Acting Premier as a circuit-breaking lockdown, and a lockdown for 7 days that hopefully won't go as long as that, as the Acting Premier indicated to me today when we spoke earlier this morning.
The circuit breaker is designed to allow contact tracers to get on top of cases. Residents are permitted to leave home only for essential reasons, including getting vaccinated. Officials also partly blamed the federal government's sluggish vaccine campaign for the outbreak. It is the 4th time Australia's second biggest city has been plunged into lockdown since the pandemic began, including nearly 4 months of harsh restrictions last year. Thousands of people across Melbourne are already self-isolating after positive cases attended dozens of locations, including 2 separate Aussie rules football matches, a series of nightclubs and a medieval battle reenactment. Australians had largely been enjoying few restrictions after the country successfully contained the spread of coronavirus. But critics say a slow vaccine rollout has left the nation vulnerable to outbreaks from hotel quarantine facilities. Australia has recorded about 30,000 cases and fewer than 1,000 deaths from COVID-19. Victoria was most hit during last year's devastating second wave.